Fatima Bosch's Miss Universe, when it was already decided, ex-judge claims pageant owner pressured him. Omar Harfouch, who withdrew from the Miss Universe pageant before the finals, believes the top 30 were already pre-selected and knew Fatima Bosch would win. The Miss Universe 2025 title has hardly rested on Fatima Bosch's head, yet controversy is already hovering over her win. The 25-year-old beauty queen from Tabasco, Mexico, claimed the 74th Miss Universe crown on November 20th, 2025, following a tumultuous week of judge resignations, onstage incidents, and even a chaotic moment when Bosch walked out of the competition. While spectators assumed the drama was now finished for forever, former Judge Omar Harfouch is not ready to let it die down. Ex-Judge Omar Harfouch alleges the top 30 was pre-selected before the tournament ever began. On November 18, 2025, just 2 days before the Miss Universe 2025 grand finale, pianist Omar Harfouch announced his resignation as a judge of the competition. He announced his withdrawal on social media, accusing the Miss Universe organization of assembling an impromptu jury that secretly selected the top 30 contestants days before the preliminary stage. Omar stated that none of the real 8 judges of the tournament were present in that unofficial jury, and he had already anticipated the fake 15 contestants that were selected for finals. However, the Miss Universe organization swiftly disputed the charges, insisting that no secret jury existed and that all evaluation methods were followed properly and under supervision. MUO wrote on Instagram, "The Miss Universe organization reiterates that all judging procedures for the 74th Miss Universe competition remain official, transparent, and fully governed by MUO protocols. The Beyond the Crown program runs independently and is not part of the competition's evaluation process. We ask all audiences to refer strictly to verified MUO statements and to continue supporting the delegates who exemplify the values of Miss Universe." Omar Harfouch ready to press legal accusations against MUO? Ex-judge alleges Fatima Bosch's familial ties. Now, hours after Miss Mexico Fatima Bosch was crowned on November 21st, 2025, Harfouch indicated he was pushing forward with a legal lawsuit. Taken to Instagram, he added that the prospective charges include fraud, misuse of authority, deception, violation of contract, conflict of interest, and emotional and reputational damages. Omar wrote, "I have officially consulted one of the major law firms in New York to evaluate the potential filing of a formal complaint before the Office of the Attorney General against the Miss Universe organization. The concerns under investigation include, but are not limited to, fraud, abuse of power, corruption, deception, violation of contract, conflict of interest, and emotional and reputational harm." Speaking to People, the pianist said he and his legal team waited silent only to see if Miss Mexico won, as he had anticipated, before launching legal action against the Miss Universe organization. Harfouch further says that 106 out of the 121 participants were unexpectedly kicked out days before the competition. He told the publication, "I want to bring justice to candidates, especially the 106 countries who were booted out 3 days before the show by a strange entity, the impromptu jury." However, the most explosive claim came when the former judge said he already knew Bosch would win, because he and others felt pressured to make it happen. Harfouch directly accused Miss Universe owner Raul Rocha of trying to influence the results, stating Rocha personally pressured him to vote for the 25-year-old. He alleges the pressure emanated from Rocha's suspected business ties to Fatima Bosch's father. Fatima Bosch's dramatic withdrawal before the finals. The additional claims aside, Fatima Bosch had already been surrounded by scandal. Before the pageant, the 25-year-old model and designer got into a fallout with the pageant executive, Nawadet Saragrizel, when the latter berated her over a live stream for reportedly missing a photo shoot. Bosch refuted his assertions that she didn't respect the host country, Thailand, and walked out of the room after Nawat called her dumb. Several representatives from other nations followed her, including the reigning Miss Universe, Victoria Kjaer-Thielvig. Many of Bosch's co-contestants followed her out of the room, utterly ignoring Nawat's commands to sit down if they wanted to be a part of the tournament. Miss Universe President Raul Rocha blasted the incident, and Nawat later offered a public apology. Fatima Bosch was named the 74th Miss Universe despite the pandemonium. Despite all the outcry, Miss Mexico Fatima Bosch prevailed over more than 130 hopefuls during the Bangkok finals. Crowned by last year's Miss Universe, Victoria Kjær in front of a global audience. While the organizers continued to deny all charges, Bosch's win has caused enormous anger from the audience, who also think it was unfair. And now, Omar's bombshell new claims have just exacerbated the situation.